Thanks, Aaron. And we're looking ahead to some better weather in the next few days. Today, we actually broke a record for today's date. The new record for daily rainfall, 2.87 inches at GSP. The old record from 1901, 2.21. So that's a lot to get in one day. And we got most of it during the morning. Maybe you were trying to get the kids to school, go to work this morning. It was a nightmare. So much heavy rainfall. Luckily, we didn't have any severe weather and no significant flooding, but a lot of ponding of water out there and some rising creeks and streams. Now we have scattered showers across the mountains. In the upstate, not showing a lot of rain, but we still have that drizzle, the mist, the fog. So be careful if you have to head out. Here's a loop of the last 12 hours. You can see that heavy rain has really pushed on off. We had it much earlier in the morning and into the late morning hours, started to see some improvement as that center of circulation moved on by. Now temperatures are basically in the 60s where they've been all day. 69 degrees in Greenville, 66 in the Asheville area, 70 in Anderson, and 69 in Clemson. So through the day tomorrow, a little bit on the breezy side, so that will add an extra cool factor to it as you step out the door. Kids might need a light jacket, but it warms up nicely. So some good backyard playing weather with 77 degrees expected toward around 5 o'clock, 73 in the mountains, little time to dry out after all of that rain that we saw. We saw everywhere from a little over an inch to up to 5 inches for some areas. Tomorrow, no rain expected, so we're giving it a 9 out of 10 on the Carolina Sky Meter. So as we go forward in time, notice that we clear up tonight so that Friday morning we'll start with some peaks of sunshine, some cloud cover in spots as we still have some lingering moisture. Then a front is going to make its way through, and as it does, it's actually going to increase our clouds tomorrow night and into the day on a Saturday. And what's going to happen with this? We'll have cool air plus clouds. That's just going to make it feel even chillier outside. So the big story for Saturday will be the cool down behind that front. Now let me give you a peek into Saturday night. This is when you're really going to notice the fall air. 40s expected in the mountains. 50s in the upstate, around 52 for Clemson, 53 in Spartanburg. You may be grabbing jackets as you step out on Sunday morning. It's going to be a little bit of a shock to the system, but at least you're prepared for it. It is going to feel like fall. And we are, of course, still watching the tropics. Unfortunately, in the Gulf of Mexico, we have a brand new system, Tropical Depression 22. It's actually going to meander around, but then come in to Brownsville, Texas, as it looks right now, or somewhere near Corpus Christi. And it's not expected to become all that strong, but right now it may become a Category 1 hurricane at some point before landfall. Not expected to move up north toward our area or toward the Gulf Coast region that was just hit. So that's a good thing at least. And then a major Hurricane Teddy, Category 4 out here. And look at this thing. Just a beast. Has a very well-defined eye, major outflows there. But the good news is it should curve north even before getting to Bermuda. But Bermuda will get some pretty high surf out of it, as well as potentially some gusty wind. So here's a look at our forecast. Isn't that nice to look at? I think that's the first time in quite some time we've had that stretch of mostly sunny skies and comfortable temperatures. Look at those overnight lows, 40s and 50s, and then the highs will be in the 60s and 70s. So, I mean, feeling every bit like October around here as we go into next week. But the coolest of the days will be Saturdays. Just be ready for that. Of course, you'll want to check in on the morning news, 4:30 to 9. Meteorologist Nicole Pape will get you all set up with what you need to know as we head into the weekend.